guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I thought today I would talk about my ThredUP haul. So it has been several weeks since I had placed my orders, and I placed about four or five, and some of them were just one item, some of them were like 3 or 4 little items, and then some of them were bigger orders, but I didn't keep everything. So for those of you who don't know, ThredUP is sort of like a kind of like a third-party site. It's different from Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay, where you can list specifically what the item is, like what type of bag something is. So like for example, totes, they're not listed as like pattern, and it's basically just the style of bag, and that too is kind of like a hit or miss. Sometimes totes are listed as satchels, sometimes shoulder bags are listed as satchels or totes, vice versa, things like that. So there's about like 5 or 6 categories of different types of bags, like wristlets, wallets, coin purses, satchels, shoulder bags, totes, and then I think maybe one other, but ThredUP basically has partnered with Vera Bradley. So basically what Vera Bradley's been doing, if you ordered something from Vera Bradley, a lot of times they will send you a little packet that has like a ThredUP bag. So if you have any like really gently used, excellent condition items, you can send those. You can basically stuff into a bag, send that back because the shipping is prepaid. You can mail that off, and then once your item gets to them and it sells, ThredUP will give you a certain dollar amount in a coupon, or basically like a gift card, something like that, that you could use towards Vera Bradley. With ThredUP, I do have some thoughts. I did want to mention, Liz from Vera Is My Bag also goes into some great details about ThredUP and like coupons and discounts that you can use. So I will link her channel down below. Check that video out because she goes into a lot of detail about ThredUP in that one. So I did want to just do a quick mention. But I did want to mention that my thoughts on it is it's a hit or miss. I have ordered some things that I absolutely love that I thought I wasn't sure of, like quality wise, how it was going to turn out. And then there are things that I thought were going to be amazing that I was just like really just disappointed in. And then there was a category where I just got some things that I couldn't deal, and so I sent them right back. Some of them were non-returnable, but I just couldn't, I couldn't resell them just because of, the condition was like pretty bad. Not good condition. Even after washing, it was just sort of super faded, things like that. So basically, there are some things that I really loved and adored. There were some things that were okay, and then there were some things that I just had to send back. And I probably won't get anything back for them, maybe like a few dollars or something like that. But I just couldn't justify keeping like a pile of bags that I just knew I wasn't going to use. So it is what it is. So anyways, earn points for each purchase, and then with those points you can get like little discounts, or you can do like 15% off. You can do $10 off your order depending on how many points you've accrued. You can do like enter to win a giveaway, things like that. The only caveat with ThredUP is that it takes a very long time to ship. I knew for a fact that it was going to take a long time. Like I already prepared myself for that, so I wasn't like looking forward to a package anytime soon. And so I kind of just whatever, went about my day, did what I needed to do, and then eventually the package made its way to me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my haul. So the first thing that I wanted to share was the large Vera tote in Elizabeth. The tote itself, or at least the pattern, this is one of those vintage finds that I was able to find on ThredUP. I saw a whole bunch of other items in this same pattern, but I went with the tote. This is one of those that's got this absolutely gorgeous border around the top with florals. It's got like this gorgeous rose arrangement, and it has Vera Bradley sort of signed right there, and on the other side it's got Vera Bradley's signature sort of in several places along the top. I love the color scheme of this. I think it's beautiful. It almost reminds me of like a Victorian wallpaper. That's how I would describe this as. It's it's just a very unique, it's a very unique pattern, and I love that little button. My Winnie the Pooh tote has something very similar, so it has a button closure as well, and I actually really like the button closures. I think they're very cute. I'm okay with it being open and not having a zipper closure, just because I know that this is a more vintage, retired style. So I'm fine with that. And then there's a border along the bottom as well. Now, the only problem with this, and I will go ahead and show you the interior, but this is one of those that falls into the good category, because it does have some scuffing and fading and wear, especially like in the corners and the bottom corners, and the handles. So you can see, and then even the bottom is sort of, is starting to collapse on itself, but I'm sure that, like, when you have stuff in here, it's fine. But you just kind of, and then here's the interior. I do love that interior. It's beautiful. It's got that 6 slip pockets, which are double, they're double quilted. The bag is quilted on the outside and the interior, which I do love that. But there is some fading on the handles. There is definitely wear on the handles, and this is one of those that I think was listed in good condition, maybe excellent condition, but I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping this. I really love the pattern. I love the style, but because of there's like just minor, wear issues, wear and tear on the bag, and because of this, I probably won't keep it, just because of how, the handles appear. It's just unfortunate because I love the pattern, I love the style. I just don't like that there's some wear and tear on it. Sad times. That would have been an absolutely gorgeous tote had it been like almost new or like new. Even if it was in good condition, I feel like that would have been really beautiful, especially for spring and summertime. I would have loved that. Okay, the next thing that I had, and I did want to make note, there were 5 additional bags that are not in this order because I sent them right back. So just keep that in mind. This is what I decided to somewhat keep, maybe not keep, I don't know. This is the Glenna and Tutti Frutti. This one is still in better condition than the other bags that I had gotten, but it's still not in the condition that I would prefer, if that makes sense. Just because you can tell it does have like use. It's beautiful, once again, same with that same with that Elizabeth bag. It's gorgeous. I love the pattern and I like the style. Like, this was going to be one of my first older version Glennas, and I was excited to try it out, but I don't think I will. And I didn't want to send it back to ThredUP. I was like, I'll figure something out with this one. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe a friend will want it or something. I don't know. Like I said, I have mixed feelings. There's some things that I love, and then there's some things that I'm like, I don't know. I love the pattern and style on this. It's just the condition is not so much of what I would prefer. This one, surprisingly, doesn't have any wear or tear, like on the handles or anything like that. There's no tearing. There's a little bit of fading, and then the actual material is just sort of, it just doesn't have that structured look anymore, if that makes sense. It's super soft, though, I will say that. It's very, very soft, but this is also one of those that's going in my pile of, I don't think I'm going to end up using it, because I do prefer things that are more like new, excellent condition, and these both didn't fit that category. And the next one didn't either. So This is the chain bag in Happy Snails. So, the chain bag in Happy Snails, which I wanted to love, and I thought I could restore this to its former glory, but unfortunately it has just been so worn that the time has passed for its resurrection, if that makes sense. I just don't think that I can do it. It's like all of these items have been washed and dried and then even nested. So I did nest these items, but the cardboard is sort of folding over on itself. And I washed them without the cardboard in it, obviously. But the cardboard is sort of has been bent. There's like linty things on the material. The chain strap is fine. But there is wear. You can tell that it's used. It's not like in a perfect condition. And I don't expect them to be, because they are like retired styles, and they're older patterns. But I don't know. I guess I had higher hopes for this because I was really looking forward to a chain bag. Now let me just show you the interior. Like, it is beautiful, but because of the signs of wear and tear, I'm just sort of, I'm not going to end up using it, if that makes sense. Like, I just know myself, and because of, I don't know, you know, there's wear and tear on it. If you want this, let me know. It's not in bad condition. Like, it is still a beautiful bag, but for my preferences, I just don't think that this is going to be something I'm going to end up using. I would have liked to try this style out, but I would have preferred it in a newer sort of condition. I don't know. Sometimes you can get things that are listed as good condition and they're actually pretty excellent, you know. And I think some of these were even listed in excellent condition. I think they may have been misrepresented a little bit, because I wouldn't have normally picked up something that was in a good condition, because it says that there are minor flaws on the item. The next item I have is the VBU crossbody in Petite Garden. Now this one I will end up keeping, but this one also has signs of wear. This one was washed and dried, and I left it alone for a few days, and you know, I came back to it, and I can just tell that it does, like, the interior is fine. The interior is excellent. I will keep this one just because it is just so difficult to find, and I will use this. I think maybe once that I stuff it up, you know, and get ready to use it, it may be a little better. The strap is fine on this one. There is some thread pulling, some threading issues coming out of, you know, I tried to combat some of that with like this pair of scissors and try to snip off some of the loose threads. So yeah, I mean, it is used, but I will keep this until I can maybe hopefully find one that's in a better condition. I was excited about this though. This is so hard to find, and it is, you know, rare, and it's a beautiful style. It has this strap here on the flap, or I'm sorry, a zipper on the flap, and then it's got this opening here where you can put some things in. So you get some organization on this bag. On the back you get this open pocket. It doesn't have a magnet to it, and then you do get this open, you know, open main compartment. So it is a lovely bag. It is a really, really lovely bag. You get an interior zipper in here. I just would have loved to see this in a new condition, but I think this one will be fine. And I love that print. Absolutely love the print. So that is that other one. And then, surprise, surprise, I found another VBU crossbody. But this one, similarly to the other one, has, and I think this is in blush fig, and it's beautiful. Like the color, especially the interior, I love that darker contrasting color scheme that's going on the interior. It almost has a more of a purple pink neon type of hue, type of colors going on. You get like this bright sort of mustard yellow. So that is what that looks like. And then this is what the regular petite garden looks like. You can see. It's similar, but it's a little bit different. You know, it's almost like the colors are flipped or reversed somehow. And this one also has signs of wear. I thought this was listed in excellent condition. I could have sworn. This one was not listed in excellent condition, but I still went ahead and snagged this because I was like, well, maybe a wash and dry would do it some good. And this one is in better condition than that one, but it does have some thread pulling issues. Like, look at that poor zipper, you know. And then there's like this kind of staining. There's like this patch here that's just not going away, and I don't know what that is. This has been washed and dried, air dried as well. It's like permanent scuffing to the material, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear them both. I'm going to see if I can make them work. I can probably get past this little issue on the fabric just because this is in a better condition than the other one. And if not, if I don't end up loving them, then I'll probably, you know, just give them away, sell them. I just can't justify keeping bags that I don't love, that I'm not like, you know, in love with. Even though I got them for pretty decent prices on ThredUp, it's a gamble, right? So you can't, there's not a whole lot of pictures that you can see, like the actual items. Like, you'll get maybe 2 to 3 max pictures of bags, and you don't get to see the interior. And the lighting that they use is very bright. So anything like this, you know, patch issue here, that would have been overlooked because the lighting is so bright. So you wouldn't even have seen it, you know, on the material. And then forget about the interior. They don't show the interior like on ThredUp. They don't. So it's really a gamble. Some things are fantastic. Like the next 2 items I'm going to show you are fantastic. I love them. I'll keep them. And the first thing is my little lilac time coin purse, which I love and adore with all my heart. This was brand new with tags, and no issues with this one, absolutely none. I don't know what's going on over here, but it sticks up like that. That's fine. It was brand new with tags. Okay, I can vouch for this. It is in excellent condition. I could tell that it wasn't used. And I use this as a little medicine pouch for like Advils and Tums and like, you know, over-the-counter medication. And I stored them in like these little clear things. And then the interior has that Vera Bradley Designs tag on it and a sort of green, a simple green lining interior. It's quilted, so. And then the zipper pull has just this gorgeous foresty hydrangea, you know, leaves. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love the trim that goes along. I love that trim that goes along here. Favorite item. Hand to God, no joke. Loved this. So when this popped up, it was like maybe $7.99. I just grabbed that one. I knew I was gonna love that. So you find some things that you will adore, and then you'll find some things that maybe will not work out for you. But it's just sort of like a gamble. So that is that. My literal favorite. And then the next one is the travel pill case in Tutti Frutti. Now this one was in excellent condition. I don't know, okay, minus the fact that whoever had this sort of did something funny with the zipper pull, but I think that that's fixable. Yeah, that's fixable. I don't know why it was, yeah. They tied it in a bow, and I don't know why. But this is beautiful, and I love Tutti Frutti, and so I was really happy when I found this, and it was in excellent condition. This is one of those that was listed in excellent condition that actually was. At least I have something in Tutti Frutti that I love, and so, you know, when I want to rotate my pill cases out, I'm definitely going to be opting for this. And this is more of like a springtime, like a summer springtime pattern. So maybe like, you know, once fall, winter pass, I'll be moving into this pillowcase. So these are the two items that were hits, and they're smaller items. I just wish one of the bags was a hit. I'm just not 100% in love with the other items, but like I said, that's okay. And then 4 or 5 of them I sent back. I just kind of like donated those right back. And then maybe they'll send me something for those, like maybe like 10, 15 bucks, which is fine, you know, as long as I can use that to purchase more Vera Bradley, like I'll be happy with that. So I do have more things coming, and I have higher hopes for my next order. So stay tuned for my next ThredUP haul, where I will show the rest of my orders. So I think I have 2 orders that are left. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and your week. Bye.